as I'm trying to turn this microphone around. And welcome to Blue Jays Today, where today, guys, we have a pre-game show for the first game of the wildcard series, Blue Jays versus Mariners. I'm literally have anxiety, guys. I don't have anxiety, but today I now understand what it's like to want to vomit every other minute and a pounding headache. But this is helping. This is helping. I'm your host, Adam Peddle, and this is Dylan.
I am not Nicholas Playlock.
No, you're not. Nick is actually working right now. He's actually on a run, and then I think he's going back to work. But he will be here for the 4 o'clock game. So Dylan's come down from Ottawa, all the way from Ottawa to come here, watch the game with us, and also fill in for Nick. So thank you, man.
Of course, I'm glad to be here. I drove from Ottawa, but it's worth it. Last time I did this was opening day. Came down for the live stream on opening day, and they won the game, so I'm not saying anything, but
I don't know. I think that says a lot, Dylan. I think
so.
You're good energy. And if y'all remember, we were down bad. So if we go down bad in this game, don't worry. Dylan's here. Yeah. He'll save us.
No
or
fear.
Hernandez.
No fear. We will be okay.
Yeah, exactly. Also, everyone in, what's happening? What's up, everybody? Sus Slurpee, Daniela, Victoria Gallant, Ifgar. It's happening, folks. Yeah, stress levels are super high.
Oh, they are so high.
So today, guys, for today's stream, we're going to be looking at the roster. We're going to be looking at the lineups. We're going to be giving our predicts because obviously for those who watch our predicts, you know Nick and I's, but we got to learn Dylan's. We'll answer your questions. So guys, a little bit later, we're going to answer a lot of your questions. So put those questions in capital letters. And also we're going to call Patreon members. So lots of stuff lined up.
It is a big day.
It is a big day.
It's like Christmas morning, but it's like the anxiety is just so much higher.
Bro, it is. It's like Christmas, but like I haven't won it. I haven't got a prize yet.
It's like having an
anticipation.
exam. Yeah, it's like having an exam on Christmas morning. You know, like
like
the night
stressed.
Before.
Yeah.
You're stressed, but you're anxious. But
I'm excited to see what's gonna happen.
After,
yeah.
It's just a lot of emotions today.
I love it. I love it. So real quick here, folks, we're gonna flip over. A lot of you have probably already seen this. I took a glimpse at it this morning. And I mean, Dylan was already telling me all about it. I was like, what the hell? This guy made it? So this is the wild card roster. So big notable stuff. First of all, right away, I know you'd want to start here, but I got to start over here at the outfielders. No Lourdes Gurriel Jr. There was a hope that he'd come back, but he's obviously not healthy. And me personally, I'll ask you about this too. But like, even if he was healthy, there's just too many other good bats to slot in the lineup right now. I think I'd rather trust those guys in the 3-game series. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a lot to just come back immediately and be thrust into, the playoff baseball. I'd rather he get fully healthy to make sure he's 100% and ready to go. Yeah. And get more like batting practice and get like
more rhythm.
It's a lot. Like the team's hot right now, and you'd almost rather just run with what's working.
Exactly.
But I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love to have the Lord back. But
me too.
It's not the worst thing in the world right now.
I agree. Like, because Merrifield's hot right now. And we're gonna look at the starting lineup a little later. He's hot. Yeah. Tapia. There's actually an interesting stat that you pulled up to me a little earlier.
Yeah, I did see this today on Twitter. It was Josh Goldberg tweeting. Tapia has 7 hits in 11 career ABs against Luis Castillo.
Wow.
So
okay, maybe that bottom lineup again. Well, you know what? We're talking about it. We'll take a look at the lineup. That bottom part of the lineup, you've got Danny Jansen, Merrifield. Oh, so excuse me. It goes Tapia, Jansen, and Merrifield. That could be a dangerous, sneaky bottom part of the lineup.
I don't think Castillo's gonna have one easy inning. Like, there's no like, okay, if I can get through these guys, I can have an easy inning.
No,
like. I think that is a very dangerous 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, dangerous. I mean, obviously, guys, okay, let's read it out the lineup here. But we got George Springer leading off, Bo Bichette, Guerrero, Kirk, Hernandez. There's Nick coming back from the run. And then Chapman. Like, that's the top 6. We all know.
What's up, everybody? We excited right now?
Woo!
We're hype. I'll be with you guys shortly. I got to finish up work right now, but like Blue Jays W incoming, everyone.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So there's no shocker in the top 6 right there, and then you're right. That bottom 3, that's dangerous.
I like it a lot.
That's dangerous.
I really like it.
And flipping back here, no Bradley Zimmer. I see someone here, Ryan, saying, "Damn, no King Zimmer." What are your thoughts?
I know. I agree with Ryan. I was a little surprised. I thought they'd have him strictly for a pinch runner. He's probably the fastest guy on the team from what I've seen. And he's great at defense. So, like, he was an ideal guy to, let's say we need a pinch run in the 8th and then
a great defense. You know what? And look, I am not a Bradley Zimmer fan with the bat. Like, I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point. But this is a different game in the postseason, and I've always thought he's great for the 8th and the 9th. Like, he's quietly good. Like, he's come up with some great defensive plays and some great, like, rounding the bases, or great base running. I don't know. I felt like he probably, for me, is more valuable than Jackie, in my opinion. Jackie's a good defender, too, can run a bit as well, but I think Bradley's a bit better, and their bats, we're never going to hit with them, right?
Yeah.
So why you know, I would rather have Zimmer over Bradley Jr. in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, having their bats either way, like, we don't want either of them to hit. So to me, I'd rather have the guy who's probably better at defense and the faster guy. Yeah. Like, to me, he think Dalton Pompey in the 2015 run.
Pompey.
Think of how important he was as
a
pinch runner.
He was so clutch.
That was the only reason he made the roster. Pinch running.
Right,
but it was so important.
And when he pinch run for Martin and that big 7th inning with all the errors, like the throw to third, like he had to rush it because he had speed, and they caused the error.
And not to mention when he the throw to home,
came
in time, didn't allow them to get the double play, which allowed Jose Bautista to
hit the homer.
And the rest is history.
Rest is history. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe Zimmer will be on the next one, but I was a little surprised. It's not like detrimental.
No, it's very small.
It's a small nitpicky.
Yeah.
But I mean, it would have been nice having the speed.
I agree. Now, what do you think about Gabriel Moreno as a catcher in this series? I mean, you could argue that you could bring in Bradley Zimmer over Gabriel Moreno. Why Gabriel Moreno?
Yeah, that was a little bit surprising. I think realistically, we only have 4 outfielders. I mean, you could include Witt there. Yeah. I guess he could realistically come into play outfield. My guess is that this allows them to have Danny Jansen and Kirk in the starting lineup,
right,
and not have to worry about, well, if there's an injury, if we need to pinch run for Kirk, then what happens?
Then what happens? Right. Kirk's I think is Kirk DHing?
I think he's DHing.
No, wait. Kirk is catching. Right. Okay. But you're right. Yeah, that is a good point, because if you're right, we need a critical pinch run. Maybe get Jackie Bradley in there. In like the 8th or the 9th. Yeah. And then, and we you could put it in Moreno a little bit later.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a lot of teams that have both of their catchers in the starting lineup. It's pretty rare. So I do like the insurance of Moreno just in case something happens.
Not bad.
You need Moreno to come in the 8th or 9th to catch her.
Yeah, that's not a bad decision at all, now that we broke it down a little bit there. And then for the infield, no surprises here. Espinal did crack the roster. He is hurt, however. Do you expect him to come in this series at all?
Not really, honestly. Yeah. With how Witt's been playing.
Yeah, with how Witt's been playing,
we don't need Espinal to come in. I think he's just there for a little extra flexibility. Yeah. And I'm assuming that means he's probably closer to returning than the Lord.
Right.
In terms of injury status.
I agree.
That's probably exactly why he's in. But I don't think we're going to be seeing a lot of him.
Yeah.
Could be wrong, but I don't think we'll see a lot of SB in this series.
I hear you. And now the pitchers all look pretty much the same. It's the exact same group of guys we've been rolling with also Kikuchi. Okay, so like we talked about before, I think Kikuchi is just a straight up, like, if this game is totally going to shit, like we're down by like 12 and it's like the 6th, there's no point burning the guys if we have to win tomorrow. Yeah. Play Kikuchi, I guess. I mean, and he also hasn't been that bad.
No, he's been fairly decent in September.
Actually, I kind of want, not Gmail, I want to look up Baseball Reference.
Yeah, let's see how he's because I think he's been decent. So
yeah, that's where I saw a tweet.
In an ideal world, if the Jays are up, he's not coming in.
Yes.
But he's there if we need to eat innings or...
Yeah, he'll never come in if we're up, no matter what.
Who knows? Let's say one of the games goes into overtime and it's like a 16-inning game.
Oh, then we
might be glad we have Kikuchi.
Well, I think what we're also... don't forget about Jose Barrios. He's made the roster too. He might come in for a 16-inning game or whatever you have it. Yeah, but you say Kikuchi.
If you had told me in July or August that Kikuchi was making the postseason roster.
Okay, so he has I know, right? He has a 4.05 ERA, but his last, 3 starts over, it looks like, math. What is that math? 4, oh my god, math is so hard right now. 6 innings, no earned runs. Yeah. In 4 outings.
I mean, yeah, he's looked great. Like, I'm never
going
to say great with Kikuchi. He's looked good in relief in the past few games.
Yeah.
So I don't see the harm in having him on the roster.
Lots of strikeouts.
Maybe he's a guy if the Lord was healthy.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not in there. But
right.
Without
but you do need pitching. Yeah.
Who else would be? Who would you rather have on the roster? I guess the question is, would you rather have Kikuchi or Zimmer?
Yeah. We're really picking apart the shit right now. Kikuchi or Zimmer?
What do you guys think? Kikuchi or Zimmer?
Who would you rather have on the postseason roster, guys? Kikuchi or Zimmer? Maybe Zimmer. I don't know. It's a 3-game series, so like you're gonna burn them all. So
because I feel like we're approaching it like Kikuchi's there in case we're down,
which I never want to be.
Zimmer might be there if we're up in terms
of like
pinch running to get a run.
And I would rather win than just give myself insurance.
Zimmer feels like a close game guy versus Kikuchi's not going to be in a close game.
Right, exactly.
So maybe I think I
Zimmer.
prefer to have Zimmer.
Okay, folks. All right, so that is the breakdown of the roster that was announced earlier today. Now, we're going to have a caller in. We had to get this guy in for the first wildcard game. He's been a huge supporter of our show. Some of you guys know him as the MVD. It's Joseph Doughton. I'm going to give him a ring right now. And we're going to talk some ball. We're going to get his thoughts. Let's ask him. Kikuchi or Zimmer? Which piece of crap do you want more?
That's the question.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Joseph. Welcome to the show, man. It's good to hear you. How have you been, dude?
I'm good. You? Adam, Dylan, what's up?
How's it going, man?
Dude, it's been, dude, so I'm not an anxious person, but today I woke up and my heart immediately started pounding. I was like, what's going on? What's going on right now? And then I started getting headaches. And then I started getting nausea. And I was like, what is happening? Am I ill? No. It's the Blue Jays wildcard game 1 is what it is. That's what's happening to me.
I'm telling you, I think I woke up like 5 different times during the night. At one point, I just got up, turned on my Xbox, and then went to go play a game because I just could not sleep. I was just thinking, like, God damn, it just made a different scenario. Like, what if we're down 5 runs by the first, or what if
right?
What happens, your mind just goes through all these spins, right?
Right.
And that's the thing, right? When was the last time we've actually seen a playoff game, right? So
yeah.
I was just like, God damn, I just could not get my sleep in tonight. But you know what? As long as we win, it's all worth it, right?
That's right,
exactly.
Man. If we win, it's going to be a nice party. Literally, I had Patrick, who comes on this show a few times. He was like, yo, boys, because he's working today. He's like, so what are you guys saying after the game? I straight up was like, dude, it all depends on what happens in the game. Mm-hmm. If they win, we're going out. They lose, I might be staying in. I might be drinking the rest of my Bud Light seltzers.
It'll be a sad, quiet night.
Yeah.
I got the beers. I'm feeling good right now. But today could either be a good day or a bad day, right? But hopefully it's a good day because I'm not trying to lose like a blowout or something like that. You don't want that, right?
Yeah. So, oh my God.
It's a matter of like. You just want to have a good game, right?
Yeah.
At this point, I wish we had the Rays because, God damn, like, they're just down bad right now. And
yeah, did you watch that game, the Guardians-Rays?
I was watching it. They only scored, like, 1 run off, like,
Shane Bieber.
Theory or whatever. Like,
yeah.
It was nothing. 10 strikeouts in that game, whatever. It was just a terrible game, right? If we had them.
It was like 2 hours and 17 minutes?
It was just a picture of McClanahan and Bieber dominating.
I don't think we could have taken them easily. Because with the way they were looking right now, it was pretty bad.
Yeah. Honestly, I hope our game. I do want Manoah to dominate, and I will take Manoah dominating. Beggars can't be choosers. But I hope our game's a little bit more interesting than that game. That was pretty brutal.
I don't think it'll be hard.
That was a boring game. I didn't feel the intensity in that game, and honestly, I'm not concerned with Manoah.
Yeah.
I've never been concerned with Manoah. His worst outing is like 5 ground balls, like 4 runs.
Bro, I think it might have been 4, and I think it maybe happened once, maybe twice. I remember once against the Yankees, but that's it.
Yeah, that's crazy. 4 runs. Like, come on. Like, you have guys that are giving you like 0.1 inning of 6 runs, like, and then you have like Manoah giving you like 5 runs, 4 runs once. Like,
yeah, literally. Literally.
He'll give you good quality outing.
So let me ask you about that. So speaking of Alek Manoah in this game 1. Who do you having, or let me ask you even a more detailed question. What is the key for the Blue Jays to win today? What do they have to do offensively and pitching-wise in order to beat the Seattle Mariners and Luis Castillo?
It's pretty simple when you think about it, right? Sometimes the Jays are a team that they don't sometimes score in the first 3-4 innings, right?
Yeah.
But they just have to keep the approach they have, right? Take a lot of pitches. Track the pitches, right? Kind of don't chase a lot, right?
Yeah.
And then you go through the order once, then you start to come up with the game plan, right?
Yeah.
Because from what I've seen a lot of times, they just have like that one big inning in the fourth or fifth. And I think that if we keep our same approach, but most importantly, we need our bottom of the order to come through, right?
You're right.
You're not gonna have much success if your bottom order doesn't come through. So we need guys like Merrifield getting on, Cappy getting on. But I think most importantly for this game, Springer is going to be the table setter for the game because we all know his history in the postseason. They're like, 869 something OPS, right? We need him to be kind of that leader to kind of guide everyone else because, no one else in the lineup except like Tapia, who has like one play appearance, right? No one else there has postseason experience, at least actual postseason experience, right?
Yeah.
So I think we need Springer to kind of set the table for everyone. And we also need everyone to kind of come up with a game plan and not just chase a lot of pitches and look like minor leaguers.
No, you're right. I really do think the approach for the Blue Jays is key, and we've all seen it every single year. If Manoah gives up one or two early on, a couple home, like maybe a bloop and a blast, like the boys tend to press a bit. You know, they come out of their approach, they expand the zone, and they can't have that happen. And you're right. I like me personally too. And Dylan and I were talking off camera. I'm right with you there. Springer is going to be the key here because that bottom part of the lineup, that's where Luis Castillo is going to feel like he can be comfortable. Obviously, I think he knows he's a professional. He can't be ever comfortable in this Blue Jays lineup. But I think, subconsciously, he can let up, try to sneak a fastball by them. That bottom of the lineup is probably the hardest part of our lineup right now. Yeah. And then George Springer's got to be the guy, and Bo Bichette, to drive him in when they're on base.
I think Springer's going to have a few chances.
When you think about, I think someone like Tapia is going to be key too, because just think about the success he has with Castillo, right?
Right, 7 for 11
is no joke, right? That's a pretty good amount of that's a pretty good sample size, right?
Yeah. So
I think that would be key to kind of getting Castillo, because maybe a base hit here and there, and we can actually get through him, and if we can, maybe we can score some runs.
Yeah, I agree. So do you have the game, the Jays winning in this game one?
I mean, you have to, right? It's
that's the right answer. That's the right answer.
How could you say no?
It's the right answer, 100%.
What am I watching for then, right?
Yeah, right. Do you? Is there a reality where you ever would predict the Jays lose this series?
No, I can't. Even though we're facing the Astros, in my mind, I'm like, this is a good team, and sure, they might beat us in 5 or whatever, but I'll still, no matter what, root for them and want them to win, right?
Yeah.
So, but this is not the Astros, this is the Mariners, and it's a home game, right?
Yeah.
It's funny. I was watching the 2015 game, but Batista. Oh man, I think I replayed it 10 times, during this week, right?
Bro, this morning, I literally on Twitter, someone made a clip of every big Blue Jay hit in that 2015-2016 era, and the crowd was insane, man. It I want that energy again. I mean, obviously, we're not going to be there this weekend.
The atmosphere is just, it fires me up thinking about it. Right now.
I think we're gonna have that because just I was watching the Cleveland game and sure the fans were excited, but I just didn't feel the excitement
I hear you.
Right?
I hear you.
I went to the opening day game and that game alone felt like playoffs, right?
Right.
And that game alone felt more exciting to me than watching the Cleveland game, right? Even though it's not my team, I just felt the excitement there, right?
Yeah.
And I think today's game, the fans. I mean, you remember opening day when the save call was made on Teoscar and Teoscar hit that home run. Everyone was buzzed.
They were going crazy.
I think that we're gonna have that today. I think it's gonna be a close game. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a close game. But I think that's what's gonna make it so interesting and fun, right? Because it's gonna be a close game. The fans are gonna be in it. There's gonna be crucial moments in the game. But most importantly, I think we need defense because we've seen the plays where Adam Simber
oh my god.
Over Jensen or
bro,
the ball where
I thought of that play a few days ago. I'm like, if that was postseason and that's how they won, holy fuck. I would scream. I don't even know. Would I scream or would I just cry? Something will happen, or just nothing. Will I just be mute?
you can't have that. You can't have that. That would be a highlight reel, baseball dugout or MLB, something like that.
Right?
You want to have a clean game. No errors, just clean game.
Clean.
Try your best and try to win, right?
Clean. And we'll know pretty early on if they're going to have that clean game and whether they're going to limit the errors, have good ABs. That's what's most important. That's 100%.
I think from the first 3 innings, we'll know how the game is going to go. If the guys aren't chasing and if Manoah is logged in, we know it's going to be a good game and we have a good chance of winning. But if we see guys chasing sliders in the dirt or Manoah doesn't have his best stuff, then it's not the best recipe for success, right? But I think that with Manoah on, we always have our best games, right?
Yeah, I agree. All right, so now we got you, what do we do? Blue Jays, are you having Blue Jays in 3, Blue Jays in 2?
Blue Jays in 2 would be epic, but I think it's going to be one of those where it comes down to the final game, everyone's grinding, everyone's sitting down, holding their cloth, holding their fist, whatever. I think it's going to be 3 games. I think the 3rd game is going to be the decider, but I think it's going to go our way for the 3rd game.
Okay, all right. I mean, that's what we have. What about you, Dylan? You have Jays in 3?
I got Jays in 2.
Jays in 2? How?
I feel pretty confident about Jays in 2. I think it's just a combination of our lineup just overwhelms them.
Yeah.
I think our lineup overwhelms them, and as long as Manoah and probably Gosman
Probably Gosman, it depends, yeah.
We don't know yet, but either Stripling or Gosman, I think that they'll be able to just contain them enough.
Yeah.
To maybe 2 or 3.
Are you done?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm kind of scared of Ray. Not because I know he's not having his best year, but I remember the last time we faced him away.
Yeah.
He had 10 strikeouts, 7 innings.
Oh, yeah, he fucked us up.
He was
dominated.
He was great.
What if it comes to the Rogers Center? His Cy Young year last year just unlocks again. He has a dominant out of 8 innings.
No.
I'm like, no,
bro.
Because what if he was just feeling good that was at the Rogers Center, right? You never know.
Bro, okay. Let me ask you a question. What do you think? If Ray pitches this series, do you think he gets standing O or does he get some booze?
Barrios? I think the fans, it depends. I think the fans will still cheer on Barrios, right?
Oh, no, not Barrios. Robbie Ray.
Oh, Robbie Ray. That's a good question.
I think it's going to be booze. I think it's because everyone's going to be on the booze. Everyone's going to be fired up. They're going to recognize Robbie and say, just let him have it.
Yeah.
No, I think he'll get a pressure on both. Maybe when he comes to the mound the first inning, maybe he gets some cheers here and there.
Maybe a bit of mix.
I think if he's having a dominant outing, then he might get. Yeah, I think that's what it's gonna be. But I think the key to the series is just a matter of lefty. You've seen you know how we play against lefty. I think we have a losing record against lefty starters, right?
Yeah.
So who knows? What if the Mariners play that to their advantage, right?
Right.
But that's the thing. That's why I don't really like about the Jays sometimes is they just don't play that well against lefties, right?
Yeah.
I know you guys were saying that Gurriel's injured, right? And he might not be able to provide a crucial at bat, or might not be able to provide for the Jays, right? Well, here's what I was thinking, right?
Yeah.
Now, what if it's you need a pinch hitter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure, Gurriel might not be his best self, but still, pinch hitter. What if it's 15th or whatever 14th inning, right?
Yeah.
Would you rather have Jack Bradley or Gurriel, right?
Right. No, that does make a lot of sense. I think, pinch hitting wise, off the bench today, for example, our only option is really Moreno and Bradley Jr. Right?
Exactly. It's not a good option, right? I mean,
no.
Moreno's fine, contact hitter and whatever, but he doesn't even have that play of experience number one, and he's only a rookie, right?
Yeah.
So how much can you really rely on him, right?
Yeah.
But obviously, I'll still rather trust Moreno than Bradley Zimmer. Sorry, Jackson Bradley, right?
No, that's fair. Yeah. That's fair, right? It depends on what you look at it. But also, here's another thing. Would you pinch hit anyone in this situation? I kind of like the starting lineup better than those two guys.
No.
You know what I mean?
This lineup perfect.
Yeah.
What's to complain about? Jansen isn't batting 7th. He's batting 8th, right? Minnesota is batting 9th.
Yeah.
Tapia's batting 7th. I'm pretty sure if we to look at their 7, 8, 9, ours is probably better, right?
Yeah.
Just think about it. Jansen alone is 8th some OPS, right? You have Tapia, he's batting 265. He makes a good amount of contact, right?
Yeah.
And you have Merrifield there, who's been hot lately, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
I still think overall right now, our lineup is better, and I was actually looking at our lineup yesterday. They have a few guys here and there, like Rodriguez. You have they have like Suarez, right? All these guys.
Right.
But still, like overall, like our team is just better. But
Definitely.
In postseason, right? You never really know. But I think that's going to give us the edge, just that 7, 8, 9, because you can never overlook that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how many times this season our Jansen come up with big hits for us, right? You remember we were watching the game live, the perfect game, Cole?
Oh, right.
That was fun.
Yep.
Things like that are
Dude,
going to change the game for us.
So with that being said, I got one last question for you before we let you go. Who's going to be the MVP of this game, and let's say, or who's going to be the MVP of this series? How about that? MVP of the series.
That's a good question. It could go anyways, right? Most likely, MVP always goes towards the
offense,
the
right?
batters, right?
Yeah.
Most likely. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna say I'll give it to Romano. I'll give it to Romano.
Okay.
I like that pick. I like that.
I'll go a different. Get my logic, right?
Okay.
Maybe we play maybe today's game's like a 1-run game, and tomorrow's game's like a 1-run game, right? And maybe Romano comes in like the 8th with like runners on first and third, 1 out, right? It comes on like today also like 1 out or 1 run only lead or something like that. I think Romano's gonna be the MVP because it's gonna be a close game all throughout.
Right.
And he's gonna be the guy that actually provides us the win that we need to move on.
In both games, winning runs are on base. Yeah. Multiple outs to get through.
I think don't be surprised if it's like Romano comes in. Maybe some guys are struggling here and there, and Romano comes in to get a couple of outs, more than 3 outs, right? It's possible.
Yeah, I hear. Man, if he goes like 3 1/3 inning with like 6 Ks, all these stranded runners, like 2 saves, I think he's got it.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, Joseph, thank you so much, man, for coming on the show. It's always a pleasure to have you. Are we going to be seeing you in the chat for the game today?
Come on, man. I'm MVP. What do you expect?
Yeah, exactly, man. It's always a pleasure to have you on, bro. And we gotta get this one today. It can be a lot of stressed out fans, but hopefully we grab the W.
Yeah, go Jays, go.
Go Jays, go, baby. Guys, that was Joseph Doughton, MVD.
Thank you,
As
Joseph.
he said, we gotta win this one, man. Also, everyone. Joseph is a dedicated Patron, huge contributor to the channel. So thank you, Joseph, for coming on. If you guys want to come on as well, Patreon, it's down in the description. Links down there. Sign up. Lowest, I think it's $3 American, $4 Canadian, depends on where you are. But super cheap. It's basically like a Starbucks coffee for the opportunity to talk some ball.
Might be less for. I think Starbucks is more expensive, to be honest.
For real. So guys, if you want to become a Patreon, come on the show. Become a Patreon down in the description. Thank you, Joseph. All right, so with that being said,
I was going to ask you. Who is your MVP prediction for the series?
Okay, so Joseph made a lot of good points there about the bottom of the lineup coming up really clutch. Yes. And thinking about George Springer a lot, like, I'm between, honestly, Dirty Hands. Dirty Hands and George Springer. Because Dirty Hands could create some like offense just with the home run ball. I think he's gonna hit a home run this series. I would almost bet on it. Like
you should.
I should bet on it,
bro.
You should
bet on it.
Fuck, should I bet on Dirty Hands home run tonight, guys?
I think we should bet on a Dirty Hands.
I think we should bet on a Dirty Hands dinger. But I think it's going to be Springer because those guys in the bottom lineup, Merrifield, Danny, Tapia, they're going to be getting on a lot.
Yeah.
George has been here, done that. Not going to be too overexcited by the moment, and he's going to come up clutch. He's going to drive in 4 RBIs, a ding-dong, and 3 runs scored in 3-game series.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What do you have?
That is I like that pick a lot. I am going to remain talking about the bottom of the lineup.
Okay.
I think my pick, it's a little off the board here.
Yeah.
Whit Merrifield is my pick to be the MVP of the series for the Jays.
I like it. What happened? What does he do?
I think for him, it's just he's going to be 3-hit Whit this year. Like, everyone says 2-hit Whit. He doesn't strike out. I think that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to have 2 to 3 hits a game. Singles, doubles, doesn't matter. I think he's going to turn the lineup over and allow Springer, Bo, Vlad to do their job and drive in runs, but I think Whit is going to be extremely important. We've seen how hot he is in the past few weeks.
Yeah.
So I think, he's probably going to have, like, my prediction is 2 games. So I think in the 2 games he could have something like, 4 or 5 hits.
Wow, 4 or 5 hits.
Yeah.
That'd be elite.
And a few runs scored, I think, with Springer behind him.
Yeah, I like that. Maybe he causes some disruptions on the base pass.
Exactly. I think, stolen base in there as well.
Yeah, so
I love it. That's mine. It's a little off the board, but I think he's going to have a great series.
The MVPs are always like someone you don't really expect. It's whoever's just hot. It's whoever's hot, right? I mean, we've done so many Jays of the week here. It's like there's been Jays of the week where it's Tapia. It's been literally Merrifield. Dirty Hands has won a couple, I'm pretty sure.
Love Dirty
He's
Hands.
so good. But I have a few of you guys saying here for your MVPs. Steven is saying Bichette MVP.
Yeah.
Davey Boy, Bo, or Georgie Zimmer. We got a lot of Zimmers here. Zimmer. He's not even on the roster, guys.
No, I like it. Zimmer is.
Yeah, he comes out of nowhere. We've optioned Gabriel Moreno for Bradley Zimmer.
Zimmer just comes sprinting out from the down out of the.
He dives in through the roof. They open up the Rogers Center, parachuting in from Buffalo.
He jumps from the CN Tower.
Yeah, coming in to pinch hit. Oh my God. I love it. Andrew saying Springer. Yeah, Thomas with the Zimmer picks. I love it. All right. What else we got here? So, guys, let us know any questions that you have. We want to answer it in the chat. We have about half an hour until we're going to stop this stream, and then we're all going to go live, move over to the big stream, which is the live play-by-play. The link to that is going to be on our channel, so check it out after this is over.
We are 1 hour.
1 hour away. Bro, let's go. Okay, so while we wait for your questions, guys, we already took a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Let's take a look at those Seattle Mariners while we're here. Okay, there's the big man. A shout out, thank you whoever just subscribed right there. Julio Rodriguez, he's being featured in the graphic right here. He's leading off. He's back. He was very crucial to come back and be healthy for this series. He's going to be a key for me that we have to handle. We have to handle Julio.
Yeah, he's someone you cannot let him get hot.
No.
He's just too talented. He scares me. He's so good. Yeah.
There's nowhere to really put him either because following him, you got Ty France. And now Ty France, I really want to break down these Mariners hitters here because we're all familiar with the Blue Jays hitters. Now, has Ty France been good as of late? I know he's been hurt a little bit, but I don't know if he's like Ty France of this 126 OPS Ty France. And let's just take a look at the month of September and October. And, okay, he's got a 737 OPS. He's got 4 dingers, but not the Ty France that we saw earlier in the season.
Yeah, I think he slowed down a little bit. You know, injuries could play a part in that. But he came out scorching hot to start the year. So
he did.
Yeah, it makes sense that he's probably slowed down a bit. So,
yeah.
I mean, still scary hitter.
Still dangerous.
You know, still someone you don't want to serve one up to. But
No. And definitely someone you don't want to serve one up to is this guy right here. He's in the 3-hole. He's been moving up into a prime hitting position, and he is hot as hell. They've been talking about him a lot. Yeah. I haven't looked at the numbers.
I feel like every other day on Twitter, I just see that he hit another dinger.
Oh, yeah.
It just seems like there's just home run after home run in September.
Another dinger. And clutch homers. He actually hit a walk-off homer against us when we were in Seattle.
No, so don't remind me.
Oh, my God. I have to. We're facing him now. But, yeah, he's going to be clutch. Raleigh? I think his name's Rayleigh. He's being talked about a bunch. He's been coming out of nowhere as well.
Yeah.
We got to check out this guy's stats right here. But, because they were comparing catchers, and they actually had a argument for this guy, Cal Rayleigh, who was
having a bigger advantage than the Jays.
Yeah, Jay still won, but they were like, don't sleep on Rayleigh. He's really good.
How's he been in September there?
Let's see right here. September, I see a lot of hits. 254 with a 959 OPS. Wow. Okay, guys, don't sleep on Rayleigh. He's got pop.
So that's why he's hitting in the 4 spot.
That's why he's hitting the 4 spot. Wow. So they got some thickness here. This is a tough part to get through.
Yeah.
Haniger, he's been good. He is coming off of some injuries. I don't know how good he's been, but he can launch one occasionally. And this season, since coming back, pretty good. Just good. It's just good. And nothing really bad about that. Then you got Santana, Kelenic, Frazier, and this is where I'm gonna kind of sleep on this part of the lineup.
Yeah, that's fine. Realistically, none of those guys really scare me.
No.
Kelenic just always like he's someone who I don't think he hasn't lived up to the hype yet.
Yeah, he has
his status as a prospect, but
and Frazier's had a bad year too.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, Crawford started off hot. Now he's bad.
He kind of slowed down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the lineup.
When you look at our 7-8-9,
like
the Jays
versus them,
like to me that is
way
so
better.
much more dangerous.
Way more dangerous. For me, it's kind of this top 5.
Yeah.
And then Santana can pop one too, but then like here it's kind of Garbo. Yeah. No offense, Seattle Mariner fans.
Yeah, the Jays definitely have the edge when it comes to the lineup.
Yeah.
Like they are the better order. But they're 1 through 5. The Mariners are they're a little scary.
They're good,
but
and
still not as good as the
not
Jays
good as the Jays.
5.
And look, guys, it's gonna come down. It's gonna come down to the pitching at the end of the day. And like for me, we have to grab this first game in the series. If we don't grab this first game in the series, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble because we could see someone like a well. Here's the strategy. They were talking about a lot about the strategy for the Rays. I think this Blue Jays might do a lot of the strategies of this strategy as well. If the Seattle Mariners lose the first game, they're going to pitch Logan Gilbert in Game 2 because he is clearly the better pitcher than Robbie Ray. Yeah. But if we win, then they're gonna, or excuse me, if they win, they're gonna pitch Robbie Ray.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Right. So for me, if we gotta grab Game 1. With Alek Manoah, because after that, like, Logan Gilbert is better. He's the next best pitcher in this series, in my opinion. He could be even better than Luis Castillo.
So, he's very solid. I don't want to, I don't want to see him.
I don't want to see him. But if we win Game 1, we're probably going to see him. And then,
I think I actually saw something similar with the Jays, how they're approaching Gausman and Stripling.
Yeah, so what would you do then? Like, who do you value more? Let me first ask you that. Who would you rather play in a critical game? Just... If you had to play a critical game, you need to win, Gausman or Stripling. This is the question.
That's really tough because I feel like just name value alone, it's Gausman.
Right.
He's the big free agent. He's been great.
Yeah.
He's had some unlucky. He's been unlucky.
Yeah. But he's given up a lot of hits.
Yeah. But a lot of those are unlucky. I think he had like the highest. I
know what you mean.
Yeah. He had one of the unluckiest seasons for a pitcher.
Expected numbers.
Yeah, exactly. Like the hits, he got more hits than expected, pretty much.
Right.
But
still, like, I mean, the last month,
Stripling has been
dominant.
He saved the Jays season, I'd say. Like he's probably the MVP. Yeah. Because with what happened to Kikuchi and Ryu.
Oh yeah, garbage.
Right. Like,
all garbage.
And Brios.
Garbage.
He's so
literally
three out of the 5 guys that were supposed to be in the Jays opening day rotation.
Yeah.
Shit the bed.
Shit the bed. We can't rely on them.
And then Stripling just is a godsend.
Yes.
Comes down and just pitches phenomenal all season.
So
I don't know.
Personally, I would go with Ross Stripling. I love Kevin Gausman.
That's my gut leaning too.
And I think the stats back it all up. I mean, you go to any baseball reference, any expected numbers. The stats this season back up pitching Ross Stripling. Yes, I know Gausman was expected not to give up many hits, but he's giving up hits. Yeah, right? The results are speaking.
Whether unlucky or whatever, he's giving up hits.
Exactly. He's giving up a ton of hits. He's getting out of situations. His ERA is still very solid, but I gotta go with Ross Stripling in a critical game. Yeah. So for me, if we win this game, I say we do pitch Gausman, because the theory is of pitching the lesser of the 3 in the second game, if you have already the first game W, is that if you do take that game,
then you're starting out with...
Start him with your number 2.
Exactly.
So I want Stripling going twice in the LDS.
Who would have thought we'd be saying that?
Right?
Back in April.
In April, right? I remember, and Nick's in his room right now, but I remember because he's doing some work, this guy was saying, and I was saying too, like, Stripling, he's okay. He's kind of bad. Like, literally, the word we used to describe him was bad. Never am I going to say that again.
Never. I'm so happy for Stripling, man. He's had such a great year. He's going to get himself a nice contract. So, great. Good for him. He deserves it because he was a huge part of the Jays this year.
I agree.
Going back to for who's starting for the Jays game 2.
Yeah.
So, this is from Ben Nicholson-Smith earlier today.
Here, I'll find it.
Yeah, if you can find that. So, it's Ben Nicholson-Smith.
Okay.
So, he tweeted earlier. So, the Jays have not landed on final plans for the game 2 starting pitcher. So the outcome of today's game will have an impact. So he said Ross Stripling and Kevin Gausman both threw bullpens yesterday.
Right.
And they're ready if they're needed.
Okay.
One scenario that it seems to be in play is Stripling if Jays win.
Okay.
And then Gausman if Jays lose.
So that's exactly it. So they are valuing Kevin Gausman, which I understand the name. Yeah. It's the name, right? It's opposite with what I've wanted. Yeah. But again, I'm not butthurt.
I'm okay with that.
I'm not butthurt, right? Like, obviously, I'm a big stats numbers guys for those who also, let me do a quick shout out to everybody who's watching right now. If you're just tuning in, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We do this a lot, and we're going live for the game a little bit later, so we hope that you all can join us. But yeah, I'm a big stats and numbers guys for those who are subscribed here for a long time. They know that.
Yeah.
So I am tending to lean towards tripling. But again, I don't care. If you win, cool.
Yeah.
Then,
exactly.
look, if they're going to play this, then if we win in game 2, great. Awesome. We'll have stripling for the next series, which I would have wanted.
Exactly.
Or I have my favorite pitcher going in game 3.
Exactly.
So I don't care, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I feel pretty good about the Jays pitching situation. Knowing that it's Manoah and then either Gausman or Stripling makes me feel very good. I don't have any part of me that's like, we have to win in 2, because if we don't win in 2,
right,
we're starting this guy in game 3.
Right.
You know, like, it's once again, we are very lucky for Ross Stripling.
Yeah, thank you, Ross.
Even let's say
Ross
without Stripling, we somehow make the playoffs.
Right.
Because he was a huge part in us making the playoffs.
Absolutely.
So let's say we make the playoffs, and then we go, okay, it's Manoah, Gausman, and that's Barrios in game 3. I don't feel as confident about that.
100%.
And here's the thing, dude, he could have a great game, but it scares me way more than knowing it's either Gausman or Stripling.
Well, I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves because we have to win this series first, but, I mean, that ALDS, Barrios is going to have to pitch in a game 4.
Yeah, exactly. Right? So, and I am okay
or
with
a game 3 or whatever the pitching matchup. It might be a game 2, depending on the pitching matchups, but yeah.
Yeah, depending on how long this series goes. And
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like if this goes, let's say it does go 3, fuck, dude, you might have... this is where it sucks. Like, unless you pitch Manoah on short rest, you have to go with Barrios game 1, which means he goes twice.
There's 1 day, right, between the wild card and the...
Exactly.
TS.
So that means it would be a 4... Honestly, I think you got to talk to Manoah and the training staff. You got to get Manoah ready after this game to pitch on Tuesday. I don't care.
Yeah.
If it's short rest or not. It's the playoffs now. You gotta go.
But also, there's still usually you still have to have a 4-man rotation in the playoffs, right?
Exactly.
Now so we're getting ahead of ourselves.
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Jays need to win this series.
This series is
now,
important.
Hypothetically, let's say it goes to 3 and the Jays have to use their 3 guys.
Okay.
Is it the worst thing in the world if Barrios starts game 1 and then we have Manoah, Gausman, Stripling, 2, 3, 4?
But then game 5 it goes back to Barrios, and I would never get over the fact that we let that happen.
Unless Barrios can steal it, right? And if he can steal, or if the Jays
can win, you know?
Unless they go 2, 3, 4, Jays win 2, 3, 4.
For me personally, I don't even want to mess around with that idea. Yeah. I don't want to touch on that idea.
It's a high risk, high reward, but
exactly.
I think you need Manoah first.
I say we gotta have Manoah go on the short rest, and then we got to go back. I think we do pitch Barrios in that game because then you do want to give Gausman and Stripling some extra rest.
They need,
right. So then they'll be pitching in the Rogers Center in that hypothetical Houston series. Because we'll start out in Houston. That's scary. Yeah, and I want Manoah on the road, baby. I want Manoah on the road facing the Houston Astros.
I think he'd be ready. Manoah's a gamer. Manoah's got that dog in him.
Exactly. And speaking of which, that's exactly who's pitching for those who are just tuning in. That's exactly who's been pitching tonight. We have about 15 more minutes.
Playoff Manoah.
We haven't seen playoff Manoah.
We've never seen playoff Manoah.
What is it like?
Now, obviously, we've never seen him in the playoffs, but he just strikes me as that guy he gets better in the playoffs. He excels in the, you know what I mean? You know how some guys shrink under the pressure?
Yeah.
When the spotlight's on them,
Manoah's
they shrink?
Gonna be that guy.
Manoah strikes me as the guy who is...
Excel.
He's mad bum when the Giants were winning titles.
He's going to excel.
Just amazing in the playoffs. And now, that's just my guess. But he strikes me as a guy who's just got that dog in him.
Yo, he does. Dude, for those who didn't see the tweet, Manoah, I love the tweet that he said. He must have been asked a question about, do you feel any pressure? And he goes, pressure, that's something you put in tires. And it's just like, it's that confidence.
It's just like,
he doesn't give a shit.
Cool, collected.
Yeah. I'm also looking for y'all questions. I did see Alana with a question here. Prediction, will Manoah hit a batter? I feel like if he's got the good 2-seamer going, then he will.
Yeah, he probably will.
Look, if he hits a batter, he means he's having a good game.
It's running.
He's having a good game.
I'm going to say yes.
I think he does. This channel's mint. Thank you, Grizzly. Really appreciate it, bro.
William said, I took an extra high blood pressure pill.
Is this normal? Bro, William. Okay, so
we are stressed.
So for people who missed my conversation with, I said it twice already on this show. I'll say it a third time. I am having anxiety today. And I haven't felt this Okay, so in 2016, 2015, I was a young kid, and I was just, like, excited and blue-eyed, and, like, this is cool. And I didn't really understand the teams we were facing or whatever, what the odds were up, what we were up against. But now I do. I'm very aware of every team. It's a tough road. It's a very tough road in this postseason, so I am stressed. Because this is very important for Blue Jays.
Stressed. I got, like, the butterflies going in my stomach right now.
Yeah.
I'm so excited, but I'm also so anxious.
Oh my god, me too.
Yo,
yeah, we got EJB Elite saying hit J-Rod. If that happens, you think a brawl happens?
See, here's the thing. Manoah's not intentionally. Like, I don't want to hit J. I have a soft spot for J-Rod because I had him in fantasy this year.
Right.
And he was great for me.
Right.
But we're going to shut him down. Manoah's going to shut him down. He doesn't need to hit him. He's just going to shut him down.
I love it. I love it.
But there could be a brawl.
Yeah.
But playoff baseball, there's not really going to be.
Yeah, no, you don't want to do.
We've seen some crazy shit in
We have
playoff
seen
baseball.
some crazy shit.
Just think back to, those almost, the dugouts are.
They cleared in the
benches
game.
Cleared when Edwin came up to hit immediately after.
Yeah, because he was doing the whole, like,
he was
calm down, but then.
Because the crowd was so
Dyson.
loud.
Was it Dyson? Yeah, Gerard Dyson, bro. Screw that guy.
Well, yeah, of course he was angry. He just lost his team.
Yeah, you literally blew it, bro.
He blew it. He just
blew
gave
it.
up one of the most famous hits.
Yeah.
Ever?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me ask you this. So we have a little bit of time. I wanted to pull up a graphic, but I'll just ask you this right now. And guys, you let us know as we do this. I'm gonna ask you about your bracket.
Yes.
Just do it. Roll it off top of your head.
I'll think off the top of my head.
Roll it off top of your head. So for this series, Seattle Blue Jays. You got Blue Jays in 3.
Come on.
Yeah, you got
Blue Jays. I got Blue Jays in 2.
Oh, you got Blue Jays in 2.
I got Blue
That's
Jays
right.
in 2. I got Blue Jays in 2.
Oh, that'd be so sick.
That's my prediction. I'm very confident.
Okay, and now we have a little bit of bias because we have Cleveland Guardians. They just won the first game.
Yeah, I was on Cleveland. In my bracket that I made, I had Cleveland. I just don't think the Rays have looked, I don't know, sluggish, weak.
Okay.
In the past.
Yeah, I agree. They look kind of doo-doo.
They kind of fell off. They had the first wild card and they fell off.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
Cleveland.
Okay, and then we go over to the NL. We got Phillies and St. Louis.
I'm going a little underdog. I got Phillies.
Okay.
I like Phillies, and my whole logic there is going from Wheeler to Nola. I think Phillies have the pitching advantage, and you only need to win 2 games.
Yeah.
So I think getting Wheeler back for them is huge.
Yeah.
He's been elite. I think they could upset St. Louis there.
I think so. I think it's a possibility.
Yeah.
And then you got Mets and the Padres.
I got Mets.
Stupid.
I got Mets.
Yeah,
the Mets are really good. Yeah, they choked away the division, but I got Mets. The Padres are just. They strike me. They just underperform.
They're just.
They have so much talent.
Yeah, that's the
they
thing.
underperform. I don't know why.
That's the thing.
They just don't. I don't know. Maybe they'll prove us wrong and they'll go on a run.
Who knows?
I mean, they got Soto. So
yeah. You never know. Soto could pop one. He's been cold as hell though.
That's thing.
For sure.
It's just they just underperform.
Yeah.
Like look at Josh Hader going from one of the best closers in the league
to being an ass
to being almost unplayable.
For some reason, it's a mechanic issue. I don't fully understand it, but that's what I'm hearing.
I mean, that trade, both teams lost that trade, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's all
like,
garbage.
the Brewers went from being in a playoff spot to trading Hader.
Yep.
Their team kind of just said, I guess we're not competing, and they didn't make the playoffs. Yeah, the Padres made the playoffs, but now they're stuck with Hader, who's been awful.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's weird. Also, shout out to Sheesh with the donation. Let's go.
Do I remember?
Oh, you tell the story.
Remember?
We'll get back to the bracket, but you tell the story right here.
I was there.
He was there.
It is the one clear memory in my life. When I'm 80, we were saying this
earlier. Yeah.
When I'm 80, I will remember the day I was at that game. I was sitting in 500s. I think it was like 527. It was the craziest experience of my life.
Oh my god, I'm so jealous.
I lost my voice after that game. I couldn't hear anything. All I remember was walking down the street to Toronto after, just chanting, Jose, 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 Jose.
Now, you were a teenager at the time.
Yeah.
Now imagine now when you're
I was
drunk.
also sober at that game.
You were sober,
and it was still unreal.
Incredible.
Like, the emotions, it was just a roller coaster. Like it's almost like that moment of hitting that home run was just
fantastic.
Pure elate. I don't it's hard to put into words how exciting. So yes, I do remember.
Well, let me my experience that was so, I don't want to get like super deep or kill the mood right here, but that day I remember it very specifically. So my cat of my entire life growing up passed away that day.
I didn't even know that.
That day. Oh yeah, it's kind of, I remember it just like personally, and I was very, very upset. You know, I was like, went on a long walk. I was very upset. But then that day, I was watching at home. Shout out my mom. She's probably in the chat right now. That was the day where Jose Bautista hit the home run. And it was like I was at a low and then I was at a high. So I think that's why I remember it. Obviously because it was such a great moment. Yeah. But I remember it so much personally because it was such a transition of emotion.
Yeah, you went from like the low
to a high. And I was like, and it was just a good piece. It was a good piece.
That was your cat, man. That was your cat.
That's shout out Kiki, man. Like
shout out Kiki.
That cat was amazing. Great cat.
Was Kiki responsible for the Jose Bautista?
I think she was.
Home run?
I think she was.
I think so.
All right. Okay, let's get back to your bracket as we finish up the stream. So you have on the AL side of things, you got the Blue Jays versus Houston. Who do you got?
Okay, so in the bracket that I made, I took the biased fan approach. I had the Jays winning, and the Astros are a dominant team. They're phenomenal, but we've seen them lose. Like we've seen teams lose that are great. Like the Dodgers lost in the playoffs last year.
We went we took 4 or 6 against them in the season.
They scare me. They really do. But I think at the very least it will be a great series. I'm gonna go with the fan bias and just say the Jays.
Okay.
It's pure bias.
So you're riding with Nick on this one. Okay. So how about now Guardians Yankees?
I don't. That's a tough one. Looking at just the pure facts, probably the Yankees.
Yeah.
But I don't like the
Guardians
Yankees.
can be sneaky though, you know.
The Guardians have been a very solid team all year.
I wouldn't be surprised if they beat the Yankees.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. That would not shock me at all. But I'll probably say Yankees. Okay. Mainly because I want to say in the next round the Jays will beat the Yankees.
Okay. Let's finish up the AL side of things. Yankees, Blue Jays. Who do you have?
Jays.
We're going to the World Series. Jays are going to the World Series. We're going to the World Series. Okay. Let's do NL. Yeah. You got Phillies versus I believe it would be Atlanta.
Yes, I got the Braves.
Braves.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got Atlanta winning that one.
Yeah.
They've been really good.
They're just a great team.
They finished up the year hot.
Yeah, they're like Phillies, Atlanta. Like it's not even on the same level. Yeah. Like they're just gonna smoke them.
I think I saw something. Now this could be wrong. I think I saw that the Mets held were in control of that division.
Yeah, division
for for pretty much the entire year except for 5 games.
Yeah. So Atlanta was only in first place for 6 days.
Yeah,
and tied for 3 or 2 or something. Yeah, something like that.
I'm going with Atlanta. They won the World Series last year.
Yeah, literally
without Acuna. And now he's back.
Yeah.
They're a great team. I'm picking them to beat the Phillies. Okay. I think Phillies will get a little, little underdog story.
Yeah.
They'll beat St. Louis. It's good for them.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to beat
them. Well, that's kind of, I hear you. I hear you.
Right.
Okay, so also real quick, shout out to William Gordon Humphrey with a donation. Let's go. Thank you so much, William. Real quick, William says, I would love for the Jays to take the AL in 4 from the Yankees so we could watch the Braves and Phillies go for 7 in the NL and then kick ass in the World Series. But the Mets blew that for me. So sorry, William. But hey, I think the Mets have still got a good chance. And thank you for the donation. Really do appreciate support of the channel.
Thank you, William.
Speaking of the Mets, you got Mets versus the Dodgers.
Dodgers.
They're just a machine.
They're just a buzzsaw.
They're a buzzsaw. They're in a machine.
I just don't remember the lot. They just win.
They just win games. They just win games.
Their team is loaded too. It's just a loaded team. The lineup, the pitching's great. Dodgers win that series.
Absolutely. I'm with you on that. Okay, let's finish up there. We got Dodgers, and then we got the Atlanta Braves.
I think Braves will win.
That was what I said.
I think the Braves win. I think it'll be a bit of a shocker because of how good the Dodgers have been. But we saw this last year.
Yeah.
I got Braves.
Okay, you know what's funny? You have Nick's AL side of the bracket. You have my minus the Phillies NL side of the bracket. But the Atlanta Braves are in my NL side. Blue Jays are in his AL side. So now with that being said,
it's best of both worlds.
Yeah, Braves, Blue Jays. Who do you have winning?
Who else would I have here? Oh! I mean, really. Now, like I said, this is the biased fan approach, but I have to say the Braves.
Oh!
I'm joking. It's the Jays are winning the World Series. The Jays are gonna
Let's go!
The Jays are winning the World Series. No, look, it's the bias. It's bias. I get it. But here's, I do think there's a bit of logic. The Jays are coming in as one of the hottest teams.
Yeah.
They look at Bo. If Bo Timber continues into October,
oh my God, it's gonna, bro.
It is.
It's gonna.
So if the Jays stay this hot, as long as the pitching is okay.
Yeah.
I think they're a dark horse to win the World Series.
Well, yeah, that's the big key there is the pitching. If the pitching can play to their maximum potential.
And I'm not worried about 3 of them. I'm not worried about 3. There's only one guy
just one.
I'm a little worried
about. There's a game.
Because he's going to have to pitch at some
point.
He's
going to have to pitch. He's going to pitch.
Ooh,
Nick's naked.
Oh, hi, Nick.
Nick's naked, everyone. Ooh.
This is now an 18-plus stream.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, it's just, if the Jays do end up making a run, Barrios is going to have to pitch multiple games.
And he's going to have to pitch to his best potential.
Yes.
Give us 6 innings, 2 earned runs max. Exactly. That's what's got to be.
He's going to have to take those couple starts in each month that were actually good and just string them together.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, it's not like we're relying on somebody who's never been good. Barrios he earned that contract.
Yep.
He has been good, but we'll see. Well,
see.
You know what? We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I don't expect to see Barrios this series.
Fair enough. Okay, we have about 5 minutes left, folks. Are we doing? Yes, guys. Also, we are going live for the game. That stream will 100%. Be on our channel. It will be on our channel after this is over. Please check it out. Also, final predictions. Score predictions for tonight's game. Give you some moment to think about it. Everyone get your score predictions into the chat.
Let's see them.
Right now. Also, hot take hockey. Whoa, Nick! I love it.
Nick's working.
Yeah, hot Jays. Ooh. Yeah, Nick's working. On his body. All right, what do you have? Score predictions.
4-2 Jays.
4-2 Jays?
4-2 Jays.
Okay.
4-2.
That's a really good prediction.
Yeah.
I kind of want to ride with you on that. That's kind of what I was going to say.
Right? It's just, it feels right. Jays can get a couple runs there. I think Manoah does a great job. I think Manoah can go 6 innings. Yeah. If we get 7.
Maybe a couple solo homers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, right here, 4-2 Jays. Joseph Doughton, MVD with the 4-2 Jays.
4-3, 3-1, 7-3 would be great.
Oh, God, I'd love a 7-3.
Jays win 420-69, that one.
Yeah, that one's really good.
Now, that would be a game.
Hot take from Hot Take Hockey. Mariners win game 1. Jays win game 2 and 3. Bro, that would give me so much stress because, like we said, this is the game 2 win with our best pitcher. The best pitcher on both teams is playing for the Blue Jays in this series. Arguably, I think so.
Yeah.
I think Manoah's been the best pitcher on both these clubs. So we got to win this one to give me a little bit less anxiety.
And to just immediately go into an elimination game. If
immediately.
This a 3-game series. It can be over and done really quick.
And we have all talked with the boys putting pressure on themselves, overextending plays, expanding the strike zone when they're down. Imagine they're down 1 game in a wildcard series. That will probably happen a lot, and I don't want that to happen.
Yep.
Manoah's got to be dominant,
I just want them to control this. 7 innings from Manoah. I would love to see that. That would be phenomenal. Yeah. It's going to be interesting this year. We're going to a 3-game wildcard series. That's we've never done that.
This is the first time. It's going to be here for a while.
Teams are going to be eliminated tomorrow.
Wow. That's scary to think.
The Rays may not be playing.
Baseball.
They may not be playing baseball on Sunday.
Wow. All right, guys. Let's hope that we play baseball Sunday. Well, unless we sweep them. But let's hope we play baseball next Tuesday, folks. It all starts with today. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this Blue Jays vs. Mariners pregame show. Let's go.
Ready.
I'm so pumped. Guys, again, link to the stream. We're going to be watching along. Yep. Nick will be there. Dylan will be there. I'll be there. We're going to be reacting, giving you live play-by-play. Y'all are already watching, so you probably don't need to hear us, but we'll give our best reaction to the game. So, guys, make sure to like this stream, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and as always, guys, you do it.
Go, Jays, go!
Woo! Let's go! Let's go, baby!
Get the drinks ready.
Get the